Hello everyone. My wife and I just moved into our first home and I got to take one of the rooms and a closet and turn it into my home studio. So I just wanted to kind of show what I did and show how that turned out. I acoustic treated the closet as well as spot treated the room and then did some before and after videos to really show how acoustic treatment can really change the way a room sounds. So let me give you a quick spin of how the room turned out and then I'll take you into the vocal booth, aka the closet, and you can hear it for yourself. Check, check. This is the closet with no acoustic treatment. Check, check. Mic, 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. This is the Aston Origin Microphone in the closet, no acoustic treatment. This is the Aston Origin Microphone in the closet with acoustic treatment.
I weigh 3 times my body. I worry, I throw my feet around. But this morning, there's a calm I can't explain. Rock candy's melted, only diamonds now remain. I weigh 3 times my body. I worry, I throw my fear around. But this morning, there's a calm I can't explain. Rock candy's melted, only diamonds now remain.
So as you can probably hear, it does sound significantly different from before I put the panels up. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. The company that I went through is a company called Foam Factory. The website's foambymail.com. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can check it out. If this is something that you are considering doing, if you're looking into acoustic treatment, I would at least, give them a look and see. Their pricing is very competitive when it comes to acoustic foam. And if you know anything about it, it can be pretty expensive. So you definitely, get a decent price for some really good quality foam. Foam Factory is not sponsoring me. They're not paying me or anything. I paid full price for all these panels, but I would recommend them to anybody that is looking into doing something like this because they all came in shortly after I ordered them and none of them were damaged. They were all 12 by 12 by 2. I will say when you are buying acoustic foam, you're going to get what you pay for. So, definitely when you're weighing your options, really take into consideration what you want with the final product. I've seen people who have bought like the really cheap 1-inch foam panel packs on Amazon and they're super flimsy and they just droop when you pick them up. Really, those things, the sound's going to bounce through them. So it's not really going to do a whole lot as far as absorption goes. Now, of course, I'm not an audio engineer by any means. I did a lot of research when I was going into this. I researched a lot of different companies. When I started out, I did think about buying 1-inch panels. I'm actually really glad I didn't. I really think the thicker you go with these panels, the better your result is going to be. Of course, if I would have went with 3-inch or 4-inch, it may be even more dramatic, but I definitely think that the 2-inch did what I wanted to here, so I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. After I took all the dimensions and everything, I ordered enough to where I would have 48 out in the room. When I was done, I ended up actually having 50 left over to use out there. The reason being, I think I forgot to calculate the light and the vent. I kind of left some space around them. That way, I wouldn't have any panels touching any heat sources, just to be safe there. So I ended up getting 288. It cost me about $370. With that, you also have to budget in however you're going to hang them. I used 3M adhesive spray. It was a bit of a learning curve. I got about halfway up the walls when I realized that you have to actually let the glue kind of dry a little bit before you stick them, because if you just spray them and then immediately stick, I had about 5 or 6 of them that were falling off. So for me in particular, with 288 panels, I used about 6 cans of adhesive spray. So factor that in when you're figuring out your budget for how much you want to spend on these. Keep in mind you're also going to have something to hang these. And then if you do use adhesive spray, definitely use like a protective mask as well, because I was definitely glad I got one of those because the smell is pretty strong. So this room it's not a perfect square, so I definitely had to cut a few to size. But all in all, I pretty much have the entire room covered, and then the floor is carpet. So the goal here was just to make the room as flat as possible, make the sound just as dead as I could. That way, when I'm actually going in and working on the vocals or anything, I can go in and add reverb where I want to. If you have any questions or anything, or you are thinking about doing this, or you are doing this already, feel free to drop me a comment, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have about my experiences, or let me know anything that you've done that worked well for you. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you are doing something like this, I hope that maybe this gave you a better idea of how it works and what it sounds like after you're done. If you would, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Now that I got this done, I'm definitely going to be putting out more covers and some more original music as well. So I would love if you would come back and check out what I'm working on. I'm going to go work on some music.